Just know them shits, they all G. Everybody knows that team time frame. I said my cycle, trying to be my main. I said my nigga, I'm stuck in my side. I told her reading up on Oolong. And you want right now, girl, yeah, you can be on the bus. You can get what you want. I them all know you to hold me up. 80 racks, that's all in my Louis DJs. I'm stuck. I'm turned to the max. These little itty bitty niggas know it's up. Chopstick came with a lost more man. As a clip in a nigga, I ain't got no plans. That bomb man, pop for the fresh roll man. I stay with the cash like an SO chain. 5500 nigga, that's your range. When I came to the club, make it strong, but it came. And nigga pull up, thinking G.I. Joe man. 762 turning G.I. Saints. Up,
What though? He got the blonde hair treatment as well.
When I move, I don't do no 20s. When it comes to the drip, not in front of me. When Balenciaga on my jacket, my shirt, and my pants, and my socks, and my undies. Wow. I'm too lit, yo. Bitch like Chinese kid. Bad boy, two in my section.
Something weird.
I make a hoe get way too sticky. Yeah, way too sticky. Oh, hold up, don't you got a whole situation? You want my life too much? How you doing? Say I'm doing good. I put up in the finest race. Yes, I stay with some money on me. Only thing in my pocket, big face. It's amazing to me how my baby pull up with fat ass and nuts with waist. It's amazing to me how I spend all this money and I ain't even roll my save. It's amazing to me how these niggas don't know me but still find a way just to hate. It's amazing to me how back then she ain't want me but now she want growing a day. It's amazing to me how she asking them racks so that girl get the fuck out my face. It's amazing to me how I'm eating so much and I still didn't gain no weight. Chopstick came with a lost more man. As a clip in a nigga, I ain't got no plans. That bomb man, pop for the fresh roll man. I stay with the cash like an SO chain. 5500 nigga, that's your range. When I came to the club, nigga strong, but I came. And nigga pull up, thinking G.I. Joe man. 762 turning G.I.
I think it would, it'd be a shock for sure. Like it'd be like, dang, like I wasn't prepared. I mean, maybe I will be, but I don't know.
When Balenciaga on my jacket, my shirt, and my pants, and my socks, and my
like you have two perspectives in life at all times. I mean, it's what? You have two perspectives. You have your perspective, and the twin has their perspective. Y'all together all the time. Y'all gonna be talking all the time.
That's not true. Well, let me ask you this question. How would you feel if you were a twin? Would you feel some type of way?
That's how I would feel. What I just said. I would have two perspectives on life.
You have a little brother.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That'd be different.
I'm teaching him the way.
You don't think it'd
twice along the way?
You think you and your twin have the same mind?
Nah, I don't think
that's
so.
why I said we have two different perspectives on it.
But it wouldn't be like you though.
Yeah, that's what I'm at. Like you and your little brother have different perspectives on life.
But at different times. Like he's growing up in a different age than I'm growing up. But if I was growing up in the same age as somebody, and when I say talk, like, yeah, I could have a best friend, but we're not gonna talk like Phil's my twin. Like, I mean, we're literally gonna see each other's dicks growing up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how close I mean. Like, I have two perspectives. Like I don't know, bro. I think it's dope.
I mean, I think it's dope for sure. I think it's dope. It's a different connection. I think you're gonna have a unique connection to your twin because you guys, like you said, you probably share everything together too. Like everything you do. Like even your clothes, down to your clothes, you dress alike a lot of times.
So I would be pissed. I would.
Damn. See, I don't know. It'd be an adjustment because
I need my own stuff.
See, and that's because you were the oldest.
Separation.
You probably had that time. Let me ask you this: When you
notice
were,
me for me.
When you were younger, were you upset when your brother came?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Okay.
And I think that's probably because it was like 6 years. So like I wasn't a baby no more.
See, I feel like my older brother was upset, but. Yeah,
I was ready. I was like, damn, I get to be a big brother.
You were upset when you're, because you weren't. Was it like you weren't the attention no more?
I remember being the only child, just having all my toys.
I wouldn't want to be the only child either. I mean, it would be cool, but I wouldn't.
Me and my sister are 5 years apart, so it was like it's not that far off. I just remember like, even my mom told me like you just like pinch your little sister and make her cry. I was like, damn, Mom. She was like, yeah, you were just so jealous. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Crazy.
But I don't feel that now, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You grew out of it.
Yeah. But as a kid, you don't understand that. You probably went from being all the attention to...
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I definitely picked on my brother. But, like, I was excited to be a big brother. I was ready.
See, I don't never remember being excited. I just... this is what happened. They told me, they was like, hey, you want a brother or a sister? I was like, what the fuck asking me this for? I was like, I want a brother. It was like, okay. I was like, that was weird. And I found out my mom was pregnant a
You
little
said
bit.
that was
after
weird. They was playing with you. They was about
Wait,
to
how
go-
much older are you?
They was about to go
5
to
years.
Pound Town.
So that's the same as my
I was
brother.
like 4 or
yeah.
5,
Were they
and I'm like,
drunk? They went to go have
and then I had a
sex.
little
Yes.
sister, and I was like, "Fuck is this?" So
Just-
probably maybe that's why
Just happening
I
all
was
the
just
time though.
they tricked me or they got my hopes up, and I was like, man, so I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm just remembering the stories, and that's how I know.
It's crazy to realize your parents were like young before, like they were like shitheads like you and fucking up and fucking off shit back in the day. Like they were kids too, just trying to get a nut off. Your dad was just trying to smack. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And it'll fucking fall into a situation. And I feel like back then they used to get pregnant so much earlier. Like
They did.
my
yeah.
mom had me at 21, and my brother at like 27, 26.
My mom was 17 when she had me.
And then my auntie was 19, my
That's
uncle was
crazy, bro.
20.
'Cause
See that my dad was a little bit older, but I guess when he had me, he was already 30. But when he had my brother, he was 25. So I mean, it wasn't super young.
How
But my
old's your
mom, 20 and 24 or something like that. Yeah.
They was more into family back then. Now niggas is more
21 and
trying to
26.
travel. Niggas is trying to be on cruises with Lori Harvey.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Let's intro this thing real quick. What up, Sky Tribe? Episode 6. Everything under the sky. How's it going? I'm your host, Lamar Cherry, here with some of my favorite co-hosts, some of my good friends. I'm here with Uriah.
What's good, everyone?
We got my boy Wax in the building.
What's poppin'?
How you guys feeling? How we doing this week?
I'm good, man.
Week 6, right?
Week 6.
How you guys feeling? Are you guys
Feeling good.
feeling more comfortable with this?
So I think the wine has me feeling good right now. Definitely feeling good. A little tipsy. Maybe the shot. I don't know. I was not prepared for that shot.
We didn't even take this shot yet.
We
We
took the
took
first
the
one.
first one. Yeah.
Drink your wine, my man.
You want to take a shot or not?
After we intro this thing, how y'all doing?
I'm good. I need another shot.
No, I'm good too. Like I said, I've just been chilling, working on this video, trying to learn that stuff. Been cooking, chefing it up.
Yeah, we just had Valentine's Day. How was I think we briefly touched about some of the things we wanted to do, or talked about like our plans. Did we follow through, or how was our weekends? I for one, I had Monday off, so I was pretty excited about that.
Damn, see,
I had President's Day off.
When was
Not really
Valentine's Day?
too sure why,
It
but
was Sunday.
nigga don't ask me. You don't know when Valentine's Day.
I forgot. Okay. So obviously I didn't do shit.
You didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I didn't do
I
much
didn't even
either.
realize it was Valentine's Day.
It was cold. It was
It was hella cold.
Colorado. It got negative. There's been that cold front going on around the nation, and I feel like now it's like moving its way to the Midwest. But it was like negative. People were posting pictures. It was -0 degrees. And they were
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is -0? And they were like, you can't be -0. I was kind of getting a kick out of that.
Hey, low key, my car said -0.
Yeah.
Now that you say that,
So
I
all
didn't
this
think
is
nothing of it. I was
Maybe.
like, damn, it's -degrees right now.
I mean, I guess it makes sense kind of to me.
No, it doesn't.
How?
0 is 0.
Nah,
It's
that's not a positive though.
It's not a negative. It's
So it's just
0.
0?
That's why it's 0. It's 0. And then there's not a -0 and a +0. It's just 0.
It's just 0.
At first,
I
when
don't
people
know.
were first posting it, I was like, I don't get it. And I was like, oh wait, what the fuck is -0? I don't know why that was so funny to me.
I just been
smoked
thinking
a lot
'cause,
of
like,
weed
if-
this weekend.
I don't know. I'm just thinking in a different way. I'm thinking if 1, that's like a positive. 0 would. I could see it being negative.
See, you're probably one of the fucking. You would have been on the board weather app to approve it. Like, yeah, that looks good.
Shit. In a past life, maybe. I don't know.
I hit the Blue Pan again, Juro. You know my favorite pizza spot. That was fire.
What's it called?
Blue Pan Pizza.
Blue Pan.
It's
Where's?
just-
Damn. I
It's
want
a
this.
Chicago style.
Detroit.
Detroit.
So it's like
Deep dish.
Oh, it's a
yeah,
deep
pretty,
dish. Yeah.
Pretty
It's
similar.
hella deep, bro. If y'all like
So it's
layers,
like a pie, basically. It's like a pizza
yeah.
pie.
If y'all like layers to y'all's pizza, that shit is for y'all.
Man, some Detroit style pizza.
What did you guys get? Recommendations.
Yeah, Lamar, what would you recommend?
This past time, I kind of jazzed it up a bit. I don't remember what it was called, but it had like sauteed mushrooms and pepperonis, and then I added jalapenos and bacon. And I remember when I picked it up, for one, it was fucking freezing outside. They don't have indoor dining, so they just like give it to you outside, which is dope. But I'm like, damn, they still have these people coming outside.
Yeah.
But when she gave it to me, she was like, I like the additions, jalapeno and bacon. And I was like, that's how I knew I did something. I was like, you know what, I might have found something. But that shit was bomb.
Damn.
I smacked it. This food, Jarrell got some last time. He didn't finish his. I smacked his too. That shit's bomb.
Yeah, I'm more of a thin crust pizza guy. So Lamar was talking it up though. So I was like, all right, let me try this deep dish out one more time. But
One more time? You said you've never had it.
I've had deep dish before.
So I asked you if you had deep
I've
dish.
never
and you said,
had-
I don't know what deep dish is. And I was like, it's.
You said Detroit style. I said
I said
never
it's deep
had
dish.
that. And then
You
was
said,
like,
I don't know what deep dish is, bro,
this-
so I'm down to try it.
Bro, you
That's
were
how
describing
we
it like
went.
lasagna. I was like, nah, never mind. I never had that.
Nah,
before.
that's more Chicago style.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Detroit is more
See?
bready.
Confusing me, bro.
That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. But I asked you, and you were like, nah, I never had it before. And I was like, so do you like deep dish? And you're like, I don't know, bro, so let's try it. But you smashed it. Don't act like you didn't smack it. But I smashed it.
But what did
and
you get? What did you get in there?
Some veggie shit. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
You know, it
You
was
ordered it for
That shit was a while ago.
some
Exactly.
veggie shit. Okay. Nah, I'm gonna try
definitely no meat.
that. Nah, mine, man. I just ended up cooking. I had some steak. I had some shrimp. I had some mashed potatoes and asparagus, and that shit was fire.
It's a nice little. I feel like that's always a nice go-to, the mashed potatoes and steak and
Exactly.
shrimp
It's pretty. Yeah.
Wait, when did you have that?
for
Sunday.
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
That's like always like the movie.
You cooked that?
I did cook that. Yeah.
Okay. How many servings did you cook?
2, bro.
It was-
See, I think last
it was
time in the
Valentine's.
last video I said I was gonna go get some bomb food, but I was
You
like,
said
nah.
you were
Let,
thinking about it.
I was, but instead I was like, nah. Let me make the bomb food here because I can make just as bomb food, and that shit was fire.
I feel
Like I make
whenever
Cajun
you see
shrimp.
dinner in the movies, it's like usually that.
Exactly.
They're like having a little.
No, it's
portions.
standard. They told me it was fancy. Everyone that I said that, they're like, oh, that's fancy. I'm like, for real? It's not that hard though.
Everyone who was
Oh, just
was
the roommates.
bragging?
The roommates. The roommates.
I was about to say
Yeah.
you was bragging to your,
Nah.
to your side chicks.
Nah, clearly, clearly the people that see it, you know, see me cooking.
Episode 6, fellas. I feel like we had a lot to talk about. Y'all sent a few shit to talk about. I have some random topics to talk about. So let's jump into it. We've been here for a minute. Where you guys want to get started?
Bro, lead the way. I'm down for whatever.
Before we did the intro, you mentioned. What did you mention, bro?
There was quite a few things we mentioned.
Dang, bro, I'm so hungry.
Should we talk about the cold freeze that's going on around the nation?
Nah, yeah, let's talk about it. That's crazy because people really don't know how to live.
In
that-
Texas, I just
Yeah.
realized they have no snow.
Yeah, they probably don't ever need it.
Jarrell.
You want to take it on a shot?
Yeah, let's take a shot, please.
I'm down.
Fuck, what was
Oh yeah, that's what you wanted to do too before the intro. But I just realized, why does they have 0 snow plows in Texas?
They don't ever get snow.
But 0 snow plows?
You know
But
why?
did they really need it though?
All right, this is
But
why.
you just don't have like 5 in
The-
the back just chilling just in case. Like,
Yeah, Texas, like he said, it never snows there.
bro,
Texas
that's such a wild
is
sentiment
like
to me.
their own country. They're
I
off
see
the grid.
that.
They have their
Yeah.
own grid.
The Republic, I believe, is
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they literally
Republicans
don't get
Yeah.
for
help.
sure Republicans.
So
but
like
they're
other
Republic.
states, they get help from all these agencies and government agencies and stuff. Whereas Texas, they're like, nah, we got this. We're gonna do it by ourselves. So they literally not prepared, and it shows. Like, obviously, you would have had help if you had help. But
It's so crazy to me.
They had to issue state of emergencies. There's people's houses where the pipes are freezing.
Not only were they freezing, people
And
were losing
bursting.
power. People
Power,
had
yeah.
no water.
Well, you
for
gotta think that's
days.
why the pipes are bursting. They don't have power to heat up the house, and when the house isn't heated, the pipes are gonna freeze.
So
Yeah,
it's just like a whole cycle of
yeah,
shit.
and their government. Yeah, it's crazy.
I also realized so many people from Colorado moved to Texas. I'm like, oh yeah, this person is in Texas. Oh yeah, they're in Texas too. Oh yeah, they're in
you're
Texas
right.
too.
That's crazy.
Everybody was to Texas. Texas is huge.
And this one girl was like, she put the little vote on Instagram. She said, "Do you have heat and water? Yes or no?" And then her next post was
It's not
like,
funny.
"If you're in Denver, stop fucking voting on my post." She said, "I don't care." Not
No,
feel her.
no, for
Because she's
sure.
from Denver and she moved to Texas and she has hella Denver followers, so I feel her on that.
So y'all, hey, they issued a state of emergency, and a lot of people have been like, it's been pretty split, which is weird. A lot of people are like, why is there a fucking state of emergency for 2 inches? But then a lot of people have been like, my prayers and condolences to Texas. Prayers for
Bro,
Texas.
it's bad. Like, think about, have you ever lost heat at your house in the wintertime?
I think so.
I feel like I
And it got like 50 degrees, 40 degrees. Imagine
And it's
being
in the
close to
wintertime.
0 in your own home. You're gonna freeze to death. And then, bro, my first thought was, damn, I'll go to my car. And
Heat
I was like, damn,
is-
what if I don't have gas?
Heat
But
and power, that's the thing.
yeah,
I think I've lost heat, but you know, to go to, you hit that microwave, you got them space heaters.
Oh, you had the little. Okay,
But if you don't have power
yeah.
or water, that's tough. But then I was thinking too, like, but they had to know it was snowing, one. But you go to the store, but then I was seeing cars sliding down streets and like,
Well, they probably don't have
pile-ups.
salt and sand and stuff like that
Bro,
prepared
bro,
for
they don't
yeah.
have fucking POW drivers to clean up
They
the
don't have
snow.
nothing.
That's all
They're
they
not
need.
prepared.
It's fucking 50
What's
degrees
crazy though
in
that
Texas.
I
on
saw that they had their hottest day like a week ago on that day, and then all of a sudden now it was snowing. So like they had hot days before. I feel like I wish I knew the degrees,
That's
but
crazy, bro.
someone from Texas confirmed that because I feel like it'd be true. Low
Bro, I
warming.
saw the saddest shit, bro. Like, when I mentioned people, like, I'll go in my car, but people were going in their cars in the garage, starting their cars and sitting in their
No,
cars.
so carbon monoxide would be all
And
up in there.
they're
yeah.
dying. I just
Yeah.
heard some stories today about that.
No.
Like, people just don't know. It's,
Don't know better, yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Like, that's how unprepared they are. They don't know simple stuff like that.
And let's
bro.
not forget, it's when it's like 30 degrees out there, they think it's freezing. So I'm looking, it's
That
like
too.
27, 34.
Nah, but
that's
that's
still
cold,
below
though.
freezing. That's
Yeah.
still below freezing.
Your water will freeze at 30
Yeah.
degrees. 32 will freeze.
yeah.
Man, I know white people who go to college
And wear shorts.
in negative 3 degrees. Do you
Yeah,
remember
but
we
they're
were-
walking for like 5 minutes and they're about to be warm.
Maybe, I don't know
These
how long
motherfuckers
they're
are
walking
having to
for.
sit for days,
I don't
bro.
know
Like,
How long do you guys know how long it's supposed to last?
What,
the
every-
cold front?
Yeah. Well, like how long is it gonna be cold for Texas? I guess.
Well, I was just looking, in a couple days it's gonna be 50.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Prayers up.
I lived
hope
in
so.
Houston and then in Dallas, so I wasn't sure. Like,
And you gotta think, those houses aren't built for that weather either. They're built really cheap. That's why it's so cheap to live out there. Those houses are cheap. They're not, because they don't have extreme weather like that. So once they get it, these houses aren't gonna hold up, and it's showing. Like, these people's roofs are falling apart. Like,
Oh, the roofs. I thought it was just pipes bursting. 'Cause I know
pipes
for
are
sure pipes
bursting,
are gonna-
roofs
Yeah.
the
roofs are
roofs
falling
yeah,
apart,
coming, yeah.
and that's like,
crazy.
how is your roof fall? It's not snowing. There's not that much snow. Like,
It's the water.
It's crazy, like when you really think about the difference, because we're all from Denver. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't ever have. We've never dealt with that, like a emergency, because we've always been brought up in how to survive in those conditions. That's
Definitely.
crazy.
Prayers up to Texas.
Definitely.
Hopefully it gets warm out there soon. Hopefully people are fucking insured
For sure.
on their
sure.
houses and
Yeah.
properties, so they're being properly compensated. And hopefully they'll get out of that soon. But it's been cold everywhere. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy about weather and fucking. Tomorrow though,
No.
it's a pretty good movie. You should watch it. It's older, but it's a good movie.
But it's just saying that that's like causing like, and they're saying the reason why it's warming up is because a lot of stuff that man-made do, like carbon monoxide going into, or carbon dioxide, one of those, going into the air, and it's creating like a bubble surface where it's heating up the planet.
Cows.
Cows release a lot of that. That's why they say meat's not good.
And
That's like another approach to why meat's not good besides just the health for you is like it's affecting them.
factories
Yeah,
that it takes
affecting the
to make-
environment.
But with global warming, it's not just shit's warming up. It's just irregular
Well, it's causing irregular patterns because
everywhere. And like the would you agree that the polar ice caps are melting? Like the Antarctica is getting smaller and like all the ice caps are melting. I think
mean,
science says that.
I mean, yeah.
But when water gets warmer, it's easier for it to hurricane. So that makes it increases hurricanes, but it just causes irregular weather. So Texas is getting snow, but it hasn't snowed in Texas like this in so long.
They said since like 54, I want to say.
That's the argument with global warming is like
I always believe that like history repeats itself. Like things are a cycle. So yeah, I believe Earth is warming. So in turn, it's gonna get the warmest it's gonna get, right? And then it's gonna get the coldest.
all these.
But I
people-
guess the argument would be like, are we contributing it to moving faster? Like, yes, it's gonna happen where history repeats itself, but is man creating?
That's the
Speeding it up.
That's the
and that's the debate.
that's
Are we
the
doing
gray
enough
area
to
right
combat
there.
it? Are we
Where
doing
people
enough
could
to
be like,
stop
well,
it?
this is gonna happen regardless, and other people on the other side, well, they're like, but we could slow it down or we could prevent it. Prevent it.
But then the people on the other side are like,
slow it
no,
down.
it's not real.
You might have an argument, but that's my
But
take.
then people
on
are on this side like, no, it's not that big of a deal. It's not really real. So why are we spending money on it?
it. So
Let's
when
spend it on military and police.
we bro, we're prepared for war, and that's it. I'm glad
I
you brought
agree
that
with
up
that.
because that's
I agree.
how I feel.
Are we? Maybe.
Is that that's our main focus.
That's all we.
As
our
America,
main
bro.
budget.
That's our main budget. And there
Okay,
we were
argue
prepared.
against.
Vietnam War.
Huh?
Argue against we're prepared for a war.
You said the Vietnam.
Like
War?
that's the only
Yeah,
thing
but that's
our
probably
focus
why
is
we're.
on.
That's why we transitioned
That's why
to
we
where.
spend so
yeah,
much money.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when we have all this money, but when it comes to pandemics and natural disasters, we don't have no money to help these people. But our funding, if you look at it, all goes to our war. So at the end of the day, we're prepared for war and nothing else.
But not only
As a
war,
country.
the police too. The police niggas ain't going to war.
So what about the police?
They get a lot of funding. And some of that
Yes.
funding can go to global warming.
And it's crazy because Biden the other night on his shit said, somebody asked him, are we going to defund the police? He said, no, we're not going to defund the police. Like straight up like that. And then gave his reasons why the police are good. But never, like, that doesn't give any reason for why they need more money and why they need to change.
And why they need to look like Call of Duty characters.
They said, he said, right after that, he said,
I'm glad you brought Joe Biden up too.
drug dealers, people should not go to jail for drug offenses. They should go to hospital and rehabilitation centers.
Wait, what you say?
Joe Biden, he said right after we should not defund the police, he said that drug offenders should not go to jail or prison. They should go to hospitals and rehabilitation
Drug
centers.
reform.
Yeah, give drug reforms. And I was like, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you guys watched it, but I don't think he addressed the reason why we should defund the police.
Yeah, that's
It has
that's
nothing
always
to do
the
about
sticky.
drug offenders.
That's always sticky for politicians. They never want to make like it blank. They always chew around it, beat around the bush.
And
Did you guys watch the town hall at all?
bits and snippets of it. I didn't
Yeah.
watch the live. I watched the defund part. I watched the vaccine part, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And from those two alone, I feel like Biden is just he's trying to be in touch, but he just doesn't realize the problem is that
Yeah, where the fuck was Kamala?
the
I didn't
main
see
problem
no
is
Kamala.
poverty, bro. He can't wrap his fingers around it.
Well, speaking of poverty, the other thing I seen was the student loan forgiveness, and they asked him about
He said
that.
he won't forgive
Exactly.
student loan. It's like
Who voted for this fucking guy?
going against everything
Where is Bernie Sanders?
that people
This
with
is not.
without money need help
with.
with.
The fucking Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Bruh, like
Why?
I knew this was gonna happen.
He said.
it's like-
he said 10,000 forgiveness he'll try and do, which is solid, but
It's crazy because I was like,
Niggas
I don't
are
want to
still-
vote for this fool. And then I would like post shit bad about Biden, and then my friends would make me feel bad. Like this was before the election and shit, and they made me feel bad about it. And they're like, "So what? You gonna vote for Trump?" And I'm like, damn, so this is how it's gonna be? Like, y'all gonna persuade me into voting for Biden just because we shouldn't vote for Trump, and y'all just gonna ignore everything that I'm posting, all the bad shit he's done, and y'all but just believe he could just change? And that is like, yeah, but so what? You're gonna vote for Trump? And that's just their only argument. I was like, damn, so this is literally how Biden's gonna win this shit.
So do you regret voting for Biden? Is that?
I didn't vote for Biden. I voted for the individual shit, but when it came to the presidency, I didn't mark Biden. I didn't. I voted for all the other Democrats, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I was like, I'll let the country take care of it. Everybody else gonna do it, so fuck it.
Do you know if that's still like that doesn't hurt your ballot? Like they won't throw it out because you didn't vote for that? Do you know?
Well, then that means you believe in the Trump shit. That they're actually looking at the ballots and deciding which ones they wanted to count.
Oh, see, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
Is that?
But you don't have to.
Legality?
You don't have to bubble in everything.
Okay.
You could literally just vote for the president and none of the other laws, right?
Yeah. See, I was more like that, like
Because most people did that. They're like, I don't know all these other offices. I'm just gonna vote for the president, and then that's all they did. And they didn't vote for none of the laws.
But
I voted for the.
You're saying is it illegal to vote for not to vote for the president, but to vote for everything else?
Yeah,
You
like
can literally
like
vote for whatever you want.
you don't have to pick someone if you don't want to.
Right, you
Like,
just
and they'll
won't,
still count
you
the
just
other
won't
ones.
have
though,
it
is what
counted
I'm saying.
exactly.
Okay.
Each section is counted individually.
Okay.
Like the president voting tally is counted, and then everything's
Did you
counted
vote
separate.
for primaries or anything for anybody?
I voted for Bernie Sanders. You talking about
Yeah.
for sure. I voted for Kamala Harris. The only bad thing she did was the little fucking when she threw all them people away for all the drug offenses. But I mean that's what I. Other than that, I thought it would be dope for her to be in office, so I voted for her. We need a little color in there, So,
That's crazy.
but yeah, if you go back and look at Biden's history, you understand.
No, that's definitely where my dad was leaning. My dad didn't vote for anything, to be honest. Yeah. He just was like,
when
nope, I
when
don't-
Hillary ran against Trump, I just didn't vote. Period for anything though, and the state laws, anything. And I was complaining about state laws, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even vote for this shit, so I can't even complain. So now I made a point to vote for shit that matters to me.
for sure.
The country, yes, is gonna be ran by one person or another,
Well, it just-
and they are gonna affect a majority of things. But at the end of the day, you gotta focus in on your state laws and just make sure where you're living, you're taken care of, like your state taxes and all that shit.
I agree because that affects your more day to day. So for sure,
Right.
because you live here. But yeah, no, I was on the fence for sure on like if I like Biden, because I guess at the end of the day, what it came down to, I was like, do I want to deal with someone that's like putting out bad energy? Granted, I didn't expect much from Biden either. Like I wasn't going in thinking he was gonna change a whole lot, because I'm like, this fool's still an old white man that's been in the fucking
First off.
office.
Right, you can't change.
Like he's been in the
But
office.
for me, I'm
or
gonna
been in-
choose something. I'm
Exactly.
not just gonna be the one that's like a bystander. If I'm gonna live and die by doing something, I'm gonna be polarized, and I'm gonna choose something. But either way, Trump wasn't getting rid of no loans. Trump wasn't for universal health care. There was a lot of shit that Trump wasn't for. And bigger, the Senate and the state is Democratic now, so they get to make most of the decisions, whereas it's been mostly Republican in the past. So regardless, shit should change a little bit. But shit's weird because you usually need a majority vote anyways, and I think we've seen that with the impeachment stuff this past week.
More people voted though, but it had to be a certain number. I don't know the exact number.
66%,
66,
2/3.
okay, two-thirds. Oh, yeah.
There was a number, but they were like 10 votes short of the number. I think there's like 100 senates, so they needed 67. So maybe they got 57 or something. So they got a few Republicans to impeach them, but for the most part, the Republicans were ride or die Republican.
For sure. What did you think about the vaccine portion?
I just
See, I
feel
didn't
like
see that.
it. Well,
I read about it.
the one I saw was there was a question that about people being able to get the vaccine, and he said they're gonna have 600,000 doses ready, so each American can have it by the end of the summer. And somebody asked, she was like, my son is 9-year-old. He has weak lungs. He was diagnosed with, I forgot the disease, but he has lungs of like a 60-year-old. And she was having trouble trying to get him the vaccine. And she was seeing stories of people like without any health risk at all and just getting the vaccine so easily. She was like, can you answer me why it's so hard for me to get the vaccine for my son? And he was like, well, basically he was like, can we talk after and let's see if I can get you some help. And that's all he said about that. So it's like she's asking a question, yes, for herself, but for everybody, it's like you're just gonna help her out and just
Well,
ignore
for one,
the.
did we forget that Joe
situation.
Biden has Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
I seen a clip.
That's somebody said. Somebody was like, yeah, he's just long-winded. He can't really
No, he's
talk
not
for too
long-winded. He has Alzheimer's, but we knew that before this going in. Like that was all. He's what was Trump calling him? Slow Joe,
Sleepy Joe?
or Sleepy Joe. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we know this about him.
Yes.
So definitely get this man some help. But also he might pass in office. But I seen a clip about that, and basically he talked in circles, and he said something. You could tell when people have like talking points, but he was like, African Americans and Latinos, they just don't have the proper resources. They might not know how to look up the website for Walgreens and this store, but he's like said it in like the most terrible way.
Right. He's saying though the minorities don't have access to get the vaccine to
Which
get
we
in
know-
line
which-
to get the vaccine.
Which people know.
Where all these rich people are already in line. I think that was his answer because I think somebody asked him again.
Yeah, but that's why they were asking the question. People know that there's healthcare disparities. That's the biggest thing in healthcare. That's the first. I work in healthcare. That's the first thing people go to. But people were like, okay, so what are we doing to fix this?
Right. He was basically just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
Pointing out problems. It's like, bro, why you pointing out?
But like you already
problems?
said, we know the game. Politics is old white people. Like we know the game. So this is nothing new to us.
Bro, what?
And he knows the game. It's gonna be the same
I'm
shit.
just-
But I think that's why it is important, going back to your original point, to be more involved in what you want to vote for. Because
Locally.
yeah,
For shit
locally
that
for
really
sure,
matters.
for shit that matters.
Can I also say real quick? I feel like from his like persona, I felt like he was like, yeah, I already got presidency, so it's like, yeah, let me just answer these questions real quick.
Well, that's my
Like
thing with Joe
the
too.
way he was.
He's
responded was
too
different.
like moderate. He's too in the middle. He's too
He's
unilateral.
definitely a very conservative
He's
Democrat.
too conservative. He's trying to combine this with this, and I don't like it. But whatever.
Yeah,
I
let's take a
never
shot.
liked politics.
Neither do I.
Damn, bro, I really can't remember what
Cheers.
we were gonna say. Cheers. I was like, can we talk about that real quick? He was like, hold on, let's do the intro. When we replay it,
You said, "Can we take a shot?" And I said, like, "Hold up, let me intro us."
nah, I think I was gonna. I don't know. We'll find out once we replay it. Well,
I'm pretty sure it was the
I
shot.
can't remember.
Oh, that shot.
Should we get into Tekashi and 6ix9ine?
Tekashi and 6ix9ine.
I didn't even want to say his name, and I ended up saying his name twice. Should we get into fucking Meek Mill and the rainbow-haired guy, man?
Hey, have you heard the Meek Mill diss song?
Mm-mm.
Maybe
There's
we
a
should-
Meek Mill diss song.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's listen. To bro, he was so quick with it.
To who?
Right after the situation, bro. Let's talk about the situation, and he made this song right after the situation. Yeah, look it up.
To who though? Who does he diss?
6ix9ine, bro.
Oh, Meek Mill does a diss song to 6ix9ine.
That's what I was trying to ask him.
I think I heard a snippet. It's him driving in the car, right?
I didn't see a visual.
Oh, I just saw like a little snippet of him.
I didn't
when he was
see
singing.
any diss song
But I thought you were saying 6ix9ine went and wrote a diss song.
on diss.
No, that's what I was waiting for, and I was like, damn, Meek Mill came first? Okay.
If this nigga makes a diss song for 6ix9ine, that's like an all-time low. Do we want to talk about this though? Do we have any feelings? Anything?
Bro, I
Anybody
just,
want to intro this in? For the folks that don't know,
I mean, yeah, let's set the background story.
for the folks that don't know, I guess Meek Mill was partying in Miami, a club in Miami. Nobody knows what club this was. And after the club, and that's the thing people don't know too, was 6ix9ine clubbing too, or was he just waiting outside? But Meek Mill leaves the club. Looks like he had a great night. He posted some videos within the club. Looked pretty turned in Miami, no mask, as you would expect in Florida.
No fucks given.
And clubs in Miami end hella late, so this is like 3-4 in the morning. He's walking to his car in a parking garage. I just see he has security. I see 6ix9ine has security. I don't know who security is who. I just see
saw
bald
big
white.
fools, yeah.
I see big bald white people. I don't know what's going on. And the night before, this happened Sunday. I like go to sleep hella early Saturday, and I wake up hella early in the morning, and this is trending. And like I'm like one of the only people up, so nobody really like has an opinion on it yet. But I'm seeing this, and I see Meek Mill's tweets, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So Tekashi is recording Meek as he comes out of the club with the security, and I guess Tekashi has security, and he's giving him all these verbal assaults. He's coming at him tough. He's hitting him with the pussy and the fuck boy, and he's calling him a cop, and he says he's with the cop, which is real awkward.
Like I heard a couple suck my dicks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Typical Tekashi shit. But Meek Mill, based off his tweets, he seemed like he was so caught off guard. Like he didn't even.
That's why he made that face, bro.
He
His
didn't know.
face, he was like, what?
He didn't even know where this was coming from, and he even tweeted like, "Why me?" He literally said, "They're trying to get me locked up. Why me?" And I seen somebody tweet. He was like, "You know it's something when the cop calls you a cop." He said that's like the first thing the cop's gonna do.
Nah, I don't understand why this fool 6ix9ine he's putting out such bad energy, and I think Charlamagne told him like at some point that energy is gonna come back around and do something that you don't want.
Somebody's not gonna be afraid to risk it. I think he's targeting Meek because Meek says in his rap songs, they're targeting me. I know the DA want to see me locked up. He just came off of probation for doing a wheelie. He knows he's an easy target, so he's like, let's go after Meek Mill. He's doing all this positive shit, and I seen a lot of people coming at Meek Mill for the way he handled it. And I'm like, I didn't know what they wanted him to do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like what? I mean, if y'all watch, I don't know.
Nah, I think
There was security in front. Like, what's gonna happen, bro? Like, what? You get ran up on. You have security for these situations. Like, what did you expect Meek Mill to do? This fool's a fucking celebrity. Like,
exactly.
he ain't no street. Meek Mill's not a street person. He's not. So
He's a brand.
If y'all expected him to act like a
$1 million,
street person,
potentially $1 billion brand when you think of the people he's helped put on and
right.
his whole
And that's
circle.
not to take away from his street life. Like, you could always leave that behind and still rap about it, because people probably gonna be like, well, he can't rap about it then. It's like, bro, you can still rap about your past life.
Nah, I think life is about stages and what you go through, and I think at some point you get to a stage where you're just like, peace of mind and calmness is better than anything over life. And to put yourself in a situation that could ruin stuff where you have stuff to lose, I think that's a grown man decision to make that move and not do something. It could be gangster if you want to look at it in that sense.
The one critique, well, there's a couple critiques. One critique of Meek they had was, for one, Meek has been in different rooms. He's hanging out with Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin, the owner of the Sixers. Like, for one, he maybe shouldn't have been in the club. There's no way him and Tekashi should be in the same club. But we don't know if Tekashi was even clubbing. And then two,
I feel like we would have saw a video of him.
yeah, and two, Meek's, he's always been like internet, like always, like he likes the attention, but like there shouldn't even been a back and forth. Like he said, this is what I have security for. Somebody go get this guy. I'm going to the car. I'll be back here in the corner. Take care of this for me. Get this out of here. I guess Meek said he like spit on him. He was like,
yeah,
he was like, fuck you, no, fuck. Like he's gonna.
I didn't
like,
see no spit.
Like Jay-Z wouldn't have been in there in that situation. He would have been like, yo, get this guy out of here.
I heard Meek Mill said that he was like, yeah, I was sitting in the car. It's like, all right, you was sitting in the car, so you got out the car to interact with this.
See, I didn't know all
There
that.
shouldn't be a back and forth.
But I still don't think
Tekashi, I don't know if Meek Mill's would take, I don't know how much money they got, but I heard stories that Tekashi pays people to beef with him.
I believe
Like
that. It's
he
like
calls
clout.
up
It's
their
just gonna give
management
them more
like, hey,
views.
start a little fake beef.
Well, I was
just
gonna ask
roll
you. I
with
was like,
it.
is that what you guys are like insinuating that it could have been
No.
set up?
Like
Like
that's
they-
what I'm doing. I just got that.
But Tekashi,
Okay.
yes.
So yeah, so I think
But he called
no,
he's
that's what I'm insinuating
uh,
about him sitting in a car and getting out. That's
He's
what I am.
but we don't know if he did that or not. But
Yeah, we don't know. I'm
Lil
just,
Durk
it's
said
all
that his
rumor.
people called and he wanted him to beef with Tekashi. That's probably where you got that story from.
Nah, Trippie Redd, everybody, bro. Like there's
Trippie
been
Redd said that?
there's been artists that beefed with him and was said that oh yeah, it was a little fake beef, but he took it too far, so I had to cut it off.
Who said that?
Trippie Redd, bro.
Who else?
Bro, how many more people you need? I don't
A
know.
lot.
the
He's
names.
beefed with to like 12 people.
Probably
He's
all of
beat-
them.
He tried to be with anyone and everyone.
But the thing with
It's
Trippie
just
Redd,
bad energy,
I'm just
bro.
saying, you got 2 stories right there. How many more do you need to prove?
but nobody's taking the money. That's what I'm trying to get at. How many people are doing this for fake? Like he's beefing with real niggas.
No,
He's beefing with Chief Keef and YG and Lil Durk.
He taunted them and
Lil Durk is on camera shooting at niggas.
nah, yeah,
Recently, in the past 5 years.
nah, he's definitely baited.
So that's what
people,
I'm trying to
and
get
they-
at. Like how
they
many
took
people
in the
have
bait.
taken it? Trippie and Tekashi came up on the same label, so I can see how that is kind of fake. But Meek has too much money to take
I'm just-
100K from Tekashi.
I'm just saying. I forgot what the first situation was, but Tekashi realized like, oh shit, this is
It was
making me
trippy.
famous. Fuck it, let's keep this going. And then it just all got to his head, and he just took it to another level. And he was really like, he's just a great antagonizer. I low key watched this shit on him. It was like a documentary.
I was about to say there's now 2 documentaries on Tekashi.
And
One
it
is on
was-
Hulu.
Yeah, it was this dude just.
I watched
It
the
was
one
like
on
his
Hulu.
right hand man, and he was just telling like how Tekashi would move, like why he would do the things he would do. So it's like he could be lying, but I'm just saying that's.
Your bitch here, right here, fraud on the ground like you was that. Baby, my kids will be in the land swerving on the E-gat. Big dog, real boss, make a car, nigga, you a big pack. Credit charge, real nigga, credit card fraud, yeah, he's cat.
Is that the song you were talking about?
Your bitch here, right here, fraud on the ground.
I feel like I heard that song before too. Either way, I think we can all agree that this was a waste of time.
to talk about fucking 6ix9ine.
One other thing though, do you guys know who Whack 100 is?
Yeah.
I do, didn't he? Yeah, I do.
He's a
He's-
manager.
I feel like he's been here with like some people, like Pat Annie and them before. I feel like. I feel
No.
like yeah.
No, Whack is like this OG blood nigga out of California. He owns Cash Money West now, but like he's Blueface's manager. He fucks with the game, Ray J.
No, I've definitely heard of him for sure. I know he
He's
got
like a
shot
Suge Knight.
recently, not too
I
long
think
ago.
so,
Yeah.
probably. Either way, he's like this OG blood nigga. Always gets in young niggas' business. Regardless, he was talking about it, and he was like, I guess Meek has been talking to academics on Clubhouse, on Chatty Patty, and he was talking about like how can you be his friend, like you promoting all this. So Wack was saying like Meek can't talk about 6ix9ine and like talk all this shit, and when 6ix9ine pulls up, you
Not
can't
do nothing?
Exactly. He was like, if you
Okay.
gonna talk all that shit, you said you either gotta whoop his ass or you gotta shoot him. Basically, what he was getting at. He was like, you gotta let the steel do the talking. He was like, you can't be talking all that shit about him when he pull up on you. You surprised, like be a nigga, like you was saying on Clubhouse. And
Damn,
that
I didn't hear the Clubhouse shit.
was the other.
So 6ix9ine. I don't know, bro. I'm such a conspiracy theorist, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't like the just drama. I'm
I'm
like,
like-
just live your life, be happy, man.
You can't
That's
pull
it.
up on somebody with the phone talking about, what's up, man? What's up,
Nah,
there?
you
That's
right.
what makes
What's
it
up?
seem so fake.
What's
to
up,
me, bro.
pussy?
I know it's just our day and age.
But like at the end of the day, is security really gonna let something happen unless they come with guns? Unless that Takashi's like, hey, I'm gonna come with a gun, I'm gonna pull it, and I have control. Or even Meek, he had a gun on him,
Well,
like,
So what if he ran up on Dirk like that?
because your whole job as security.
You think it would be different?
Well,
So,
Joe
yeah.
Budden was saying there's plenty of times in the past we can see artists have security, and they niggas will still shoot. They don't care about security.
Right,
King
like-
Von was with security.
Exactly.
Tupac had security.
Like if it's real, bro, it's real.
That's what I'm saying.
it's
So,
like security
yeah.
not gonna. If you with
Like
a
I see
nigga that's
real
on
shit,
go,
bro. So this shit looks so fake to me.
if you with a
bro. That's
nigga
why I'm
that
like, I don't
is a
know,
shooter and you see some bullshit, he's gonna shoot. He don't care. If he feels threatened,
Yeah.
he's gonna shoot you.
But I guess the question is, do you think Meek's rolling around with a strap all the time?
I don't, because once again, he's $1
On
billion.
him or with him?
He's $1 billion.
To where
man.
whoever could get it, whoever's really
Like,
about
because
to
there's
His security
the people
probably.
he was with definitely were strapped.
His security.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
strapped.
probably.
I saw it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but that's
But
like
for Meek Mill to have his own gun, he's not gonna risk it. He's just got
and
probation.
he's a
definitely
convicted
not.
felon.
He's been through too much to try to live that lifestyle. When you live that lifestyle, it's because you haven't been caught yet, or you don't give a fuck about being caught. Because like,
so are people upset that he's just not being gangster enough and he didn't react? Like I guess.
well,
I guess
at
it's
the end
like
of
just
the day,
comes down
it
to
doesn't-
opinion. Because at the end of the day,
it's a
I'm just like,
lose-lose, right?
it is because I'm like, why do you have to prove who you are to
Well, I
the
thought
world?
we
Like
were-
I think that's a.
Nah, she should have fought him.
You
So
think
you-
so?
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it, bro. I think the opposite because of everything you just
Nah,
said.
you're right because
of everything you just
Tekashi
said.
will win. If that's the only reason
Well,
why
that-
he shouldn't.
True, he's gonna cave into what Tekashi wants, but you just said he has a lot more on the line. He's on probation. He's a convicted
No, he's
felon.
not on probation no more. Is he?
Oh,
But
I don't know.
he's
He's a
right
convicted
off.
felon,
He's a
regardless.
convicted
Yeah.
felon.
So if you
You just can't have a gun. You can fight. If somebody runs up on, just let that person throw the first punch, get it on camera, and then boom, boom, boom.
Nah,
So
man, I
what's the
don't
point
think-
of spending all this money on
I don't know.
security?
Exactly. Stay
They're
in the
supposed to-
fucking car.
But we
it
don't
looked
know
like
if
he was
in the car.
walking.
Out
From the
club.
video I saw, it looked like he was coming
Meek said
to
he
the
came
car.
out the club. He
Yeah.
was walking to his car.
Nah, I swear. Bro.
I don't think
Look at
that-
the
I don't know, I like-
He said I was sitting in my car.
I'm one of probably the first people that probably be down to fight. But I think as I've gotten older, I'm like, nah, that's not the right way. And I'm not knowing, I'm not gangster. I'm not none of that. I'm not claiming to be that. But I'm just thinking as like a man, I'm like,
I'm just
it's
saying.
just
if
better
you're
to walk away, bro.
If you're
Like-
gonna waste your time exchanging words, why are you exchanging words, bro? Let your security handle it. Go get in the car.
I mean, but if you
But
lay
then
here
you really-
drunk, have you ever been in the moment? I'll be thinking, I'll be saying some dumb shit. If someone came up to me, maybe I might do the same thing.
I mean,
If it
so-
really came to it, I'd be down to fight. But it's like, I might be saying some shit.
I mean,
If I'm drunk and I'm lit, I'm thinking,
Meek said, "We did not run into each other. I was getting in my car. He just popped out. We was almost smoking on that 6-9 pack for the love of a viral moment. He trying to get something locked up. No cap." He said, then he hit me with a Pooh Shiesty bar. I got my Glock in the club. I don't need security.
honestly, if you're drunk, he probably
I
wanted to
guess-
entertain this shit a little bit. He was probably like,
Well,
let-
but I
let
guess
me
at the
see
end of
what
the
this
day,
little 6'9"
I don't think it makes you
character's
less of a
talking
man
about
to
tonight.
not fight someone. Is basically at the end of the day what I'm trying to say.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
he's. What I said is he shouldn't stay in the car. He should not get in the car because it's like you're like, damn, this fool really rolled up on me. Let's see
Yeah.
what he got to say.
You're good,
Let's
bro.
see what he's gonna do. You know.
Mhm.
So I feel like at the end of the day, people talking shit about Meek Mill, they just talking shit.
You were just talking but we can agree that Meek
I-
Mill was
Yeah,
in
he
the
ain't
right.
break no code or nothing. Meek Mill ain't did nothing wrong.
No, yeah.
It's a lose-lose. You beat up
Yeah,
Tekashi.
I agree. So it is a lose
You
lose.
beat up Tekashi. You're gonna
Right, you're a
They're like, oh,
lose.
you beat up this guy.
Exactly. We literally walked through all the scenarios, bro, and it's not. It wouldn't be good for Meek. So big up to Meek, man. Hold your ground. Put out that little disc.
out to Meek
Probably
Mill.
you probably shouldn't put out that disc. Fuck that. Fuck that fool. I wouldn't even pay no.
I wouldn't even call that a diss song. He
Right,
said
like you
one bar.
put your little 15 seconds, you let people run with it. Look, I thought it was a diss. Look, it probably even wasn't a diss. He probably could come back and be like, "Y'all, I was talking about him.
Exactly.
Like this is a new song.
There's a
Watch,
lot of
listen to the whole
niggas- there's
thing."
a lot of niggas that was ratting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Morgan Wallen is?
I do
Have
not.
you guys heard of Morgan Wallen?
No, I haven't.
You guys haven't heard the story about what's going on? The
No.
only reason I know who he is because I was watching Saturday Night Live and this fool was like, he was on there, but he killed it. I was like, oh, this was kind of cold. He said he was drunk. He apologized, and he does have an apology video. I'll try and pull that up a little
Like-
bit later.
You,
But
did you see it?
I heard it.
So can you repeat it? Just
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying. I heard it through the Breakfast Club, and he was
Was
like,
he Donkey of the Day? Or something?
yeah, I think they did the rumor report. And he was like, he was drunk and he was like, get off me, you stupid nigger. And he was, or something like that. He was like, get over here, you stupid nigger. But he was
wow.
talking to like his white homie. But like I said, I didn't see the video. It was just on the Breakfast Club, and I was like,
So
wait,
So he put the ER.
yeah, but it was like. I don't think but he didn't say it.
Why'd you say?
He didn't say it to a black person, which is weird. Which makes it seem like he was trying to use it like slang, but he just like is
It
white.
slipped out.
But I don't know. Either way, it's weird.
You think that's how they talk?
Yes,
cameras are
because
watching?
you told
So
me
this
about
is-
the situation with this fool Sean, and we
No,
can read
yeah.
that later.
Yeah, no, I was thinking as soon as you brought this up, I was gonna say like that shit happens where white people say to white people. I was like, I was working and I was like so confused and I was like, what, bro? Like, why are you guys saying that? And I would always question it, but it was just like, it was weird because even I was like, yo, why, what? And they weren't saying the ER though. They were,
Like, guh. They were like
Yeah.
trying to be cool with it.
yeah.
Bro, in Fort Collins, bro, like it's majority white, but you know, like the university, so they brought some ethnic groups there. But anyways, majority of the locals there are white, and
Mhm.
I lived there for a while, so I got to know a lot of them. And yeah, they do that too. Even the Mexicans, like the Mexicans and the whites, and they just.
So how do
say
you
the
feel
N-word.
about
When I hear it? Because
Mexicans saying it then?
bro, honestly, when I say it, I sometimes feel a certain way depending on who I say it to or who I'm
Mhm.
with. I'm still conscious of it myself, and I'm black, so it's like when they say, I'm like, damn, bro, y'all said that shit so fluently. Like, what is?
That's
like,
what I was gonna
Are
ask.
y'all all right in y'all's head, or
Does it still have the same context? Like,
y'all
does it
just
still
never been
offend
put in
you?
y'all's place?
Does
I
it-
think
does
that's
it-
what it is.
does
They've
it still
never been
offend
put
you?
in their place.
Does it
No, they
offend you?
probably
And are you the
It-
person to put people in their place? Are you that guy?
Yes, because I have the right to say it, and sometimes I don't want to say it. And the fact that they're saying it and they have no remorse, I gotta tell them about that. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. This is how
People
you
don't
should
ask
feel.
me.
But I'm not about to punch you in your face or nothing. Like, you could go ahead and tomorrow say it, but I just gotta let you know that this is how it makes me feel, and this is how you should feel about it. If that doesn't change your perspective and you already heard that before and you still want to say it, then man, I can't change your life. So
No, that's
I just
crazy.
wanted
I
to
don't
make
even-
sure I get that out though. Like I did my part.
I don't even have the right to say it, and I still feel like I stopped to question someone because I'm just like,
Sit down.
I just feel a certain way. Like I guess just being around the community, the culture, like I understand. Like that's a word that was claimed for you guys. You know what I mean? It's not for us to say. And there's so many different words that I've never wanted to say because there's so many different words that I can say that doesn't have to be that. Like I don't need to say that. I would always ask my friends, like, do you think it makes you cooler? Like, what's the reasoning behind wanting
You know
to
what
say
it
that?
is? It's hip hop.
No, for sure.
It's rap music.
Well, and they're hearing it, of course.
And
yeah.
this is my example to try to prove that, because I was talking to this girl. She was let's say she was born in '96, so just to like give her like how she grew up, and it's like she listened to songs and she was like, oh, you know, me and my cousins, this white girl, she was like, me and my cousins, we love this song. Every time we used to get together, we used to sing it. And I was like, what song? She was like, oh, that YG song, what is it? And then she played it. She was like, my nigga, mine. It's just a white girl, bro, just saying it. And I'm like,
Yo, that same story happened to me.
damn, that's crazy. Like, and
But see, like, I guess
she was like, yeah, we love that song. Like, she has no idea why that's a bad word, why nothing.
Also think
like,
about where they
she
grew
wasn't
up.
trying to be funny or nothing. Like,
No,
But it's like where they probably never had a black person
that's what
really
I'm
while they're
saying.
growing
Like,
up.
it's like, damn. So their parents aren't racist, but they also didn't teach them
I mean,
how to not offend black people, but not necessarily meaning that they're racist.
That means they're not
No.
intentionally racist. But
They're
there's
ignorant. That's all it
But
is. They're just
ignorance can
ignorant.
make you.
Racist.
Racist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's unintentional. There's a such thing as
Yeah.
unintentional racism and gaslighting and.
Well, I see. I'm so attached to racism
Stereotypes.
and hate. Hate and racism goes hand in hand with me. That's how I learned racism, as you hate another race, and that's racism. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, can you is she blindly hating us by saying that? I don't think so. So it's like I don't think.
But then
there's
it also makes if there's like certain innuendos that are embedded in her where she like
Exactly.
may
She's
have
not
a certain
hating, but it's
perception.
So
just true.
she's being hateful without realizing she's being hateful. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think like just me being a white man hanging around with like a black people, majority of my friends are black. It's just like I've grown up to where we've had those conversations with one another where like I've learned where like I guess the boundary is, and I'm all about respect regardless, right? Like I just want to respect someone. And so I think like the difference between maybe myself and some people that grew up in white suburbia, you know what I mean, like is I had those conversations to get a feel for like who people are as human beings and what respect is to them and what they care about, because I don't ever want to step on someone's toes or make them feel like I was trying to be a certain way when I wasn't, you know what I mean?
No.
It's all about respect all across the board in my opinion. And some people just don't know better, but it doesn't change the fact that you should try to know better.
No, yeah.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
Jarrell, you're spot on. Like I'm not gonna give you a black eye because you call me it. Like I'm not gonna give it that much power. But yeah, if I have that opportunity to educate you, I think that's the most important thing. But I'm not even gonna say it's rap culture. It's just black culture in general. It's our culture
In general,
and
yeah.
rap happens to be a part of our culture. But TikTok, the videos like social
That
media,
too, now too,
Twitter,
you're right.
Black Twitter, like it's more than just hip hop.
It's our culture, yeah.
Well, you even see it get into movies, commercials. You're starting to
commercials.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
They'll just go and take the hottest viral thing and put them on the
I
commercial.
feel like they're trying to normalize the N-word so bad, and it's not a good route, bro. It's just,
It's crazy. Like
I don't think it's a good route, bro. It's just like we should just get
Yeah.
rid of it, bro.
I don't. That's an interesting take that you have. I don't feel like they're trying to normalize it, but that's interesting that you say that.
It's because, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's not gonna happen though. I don't think it shouldn't.
Every time there's a rumor about the album dropping or when it's dropping or hey, you'll hear it from Drake, it just builds up more anticipation. So
All right, now Ocho Cinco said that he could date models and beautiful women.
Really inspired me to dig deep.
Real and honest conversations. Here's what he said.
I also accepted some invitations from some amazing black.
You want your product when someone's walking down the aisle at a grocery store to jump off the
amazing black organ.
popping whenever that was that early 2000s, late 90s? I don't remember. New York was black then. They didn't care about reflecting it then. Why they care about reflecting it now? I want girlfriends. That's what I want.
All right, now we talked about this previously about the country music star Morgan Wallen and how he was seen using the N-word. Well, now he put out a video, a 5-minute video, basically talking about the footage. He said that he was on hour 72 of a bender and he's not proud of it. And since then, he's been talking to different black organizations and having real and honest conversations. Here's what he said.
I also accepted some invitations from some amazing black organizations, executives, and leaders to engage in some very real and
does he
honest
sound like a
conversations.
politician?
I was pretty nervous to accept those invitations. The very people I hurt, they had every right to step on my neck while I was down to not show me any grace, but they did the exact opposite. That kindness really inspired me to dig deeper.
How do you use the N-word though? Like, what way did he use it?
Called him a BA nigger.
Did he for real?
Yeah.
No, he was talking to one of his friends. He was drinking. He was like, he didn't say it like, you're a stupid
Man,
N-word.
stop making excuses for that white boy. Knock it off.
I'm just,
Knock it off.
Can I finish?
No,
He shouldn't have used.
I just want to know what he said.
How you making
No, he
excuses for him?
shouldn't. I'm not. I'm explaining how he said it.
Angela.
He didn't use it that way, but he shouldn't be using that word at all. Period.
Play it.
audio.
Okay.
Play it.
Y'all never told me what he said.
Play it. I'll play it.
Oh, thank you.
Take care of this ass motherfucker. Hey, Gracie, take care of this ass.
There is never.
No, that ain't no
reason.
good way.
Exactly.
No, where's
the video?
Y'all never told me what he said.
Where's the video? Yeah.
Take care of this ass motherfucker. Hey, Gracie, take care of this ass.
There is never.
No, that ain't no
ass motherfucker. Take care of this pussy ass nigger. But it was he was talking to his white homie. Weird.
And you saw the video of him
No,
talking to his
no, I
wife?
didn't
How you
see
know
the
he's
video.
white?
Yeah.
That's what Angela said. She was talking to his friend. Oh well, maybe they didn't say it yet, but she was gonna say that like he was white. They said it in that video.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just weird shit. Like,
But they kind of did you hear the ER, or did they bleep it out?
well, he
They
said
kinda bleeped it out.
motherfucker. I heard. You could tell the
They got
ER
that accent, bro. Like that.
You could tell the ER was.
They got that accent where it just sounds like it was gonna come out that way.
Dang, bro, this is gonna bother me. I literally remember like, damn, can we talk about that at the beginning before we cheers? Before we did the intros,
Was this something you said?
Lamar made like a little joke, and I was like, oh, can we talk about that real quick? Oh fuck, what did you say? I don't know, I forgot.
Oh, this for wrestling?
Is that what y'all want to talk about next?
That's what I was about to ask you. What's the next topic? What do you guys want to get into?
No, let's get into him wrestling. That's so random. Like, what made him want to get into wrestling?
All
You
right,
just woke up one day?
Well, let's tell the fans what we're talking about. And let's put some respect on my man's name.
No, I'm not mad at him getting that money.
Alright, so Bow Wow says he will focus on acting and join the WWE after he releases one last final album. How do we feel about this?
So the real question is, how do you feel about the album? Are you listening to it when it drops?
I am, because he's dissing all his exes.
Okay, so that's not cool. I don't like that. But hot take, I like Bow Wow's music.
Okay.
Like post-teen, preteen Bow Wow. I like Greenlight series. I
Okay.
think Bow Wow is a good musician.
No, he has, yeah, no, for sure.
Let alone, like, we were raised on Bow Wow. But, like, even in college, I was listening to some Bow Wow mixtapes. So, I was
That
initially...
trip we went to like Havasu and I drove, or we took turns. driving?
Greenlight. It was a Greenlight
Greenlight,
mixtape.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Initially I
It was
was
the
like
album and they made
excited,
it into a
but then
mixtape.
when he said each song is gonna be about an ex that he smashed, he lost me with that. Yeah, he lost me.
I'm ready.
So
And then go to the WWE. Perfect ending to your career, bro.
To go to the WWE? Nah, bro.
I'll let Twitter decide what
This is
tracks I
all
should listen
jokes,
to.
bro. I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking, bro. This food's tripping.
I mean, I get the movies because you could make money off being an actor.
Yeah, and he's been acting, so we could see that.
I don't know what the salary is of WWE.
He knows where the
And-
money's at.
Yo, but
He's
the thing-
made more money off movies.
He's
and
been
TV
talking
shows.
about winning a championship or winning the belt or whatever. How does that even work in WWE?
It's
Is
all
it like
written. It's
it's like
scripts.
politics? It's like
Yeah.
whatever's gonna be
He
politics.
could win
best
the
ratings?
the light
The best
heavyweight.
ratings.
He
Yeah.
could win
What's-
the smallest one.
What's the
He's
best?
not gonna be the champion of the world.
Not the heavyweight.
Hell no.
Man, I haven't watched
He's
that
gonna get you the
forever.
best.
Those motherfuckers
the
are
most
huge.
fans.
He could be like the
He's gonna-
Intercontinental
Exactly, he
champion.
ain't gonna beat up.
The real
no one.
question is, do we want to see Bow Wow versus John Cena?
No.
That should be horrible. I'll be pissed if they let Bow Wow
In a
win that. Like,
movie?
no way.
No,
like,
no wrestling match.
There's no way. Like,
No. I would love to see Bow Wow and Rey Mysterio.
It says update.
No.
Did Rey Mysterio pass away?
that's what I thought. He was the
Yeah.
NWO guy. Or
I think he passed away.
Nah,
RP. Maybe.
really?
I don't want to kill Rey Mysterio.
I don't know either.
You should look that
One
up.
of them.
But update.
Alright,
It says.
no, I don't
It's
wanna
been
say
so
it.
long,
It
bro.
says Bow Wow will be training with Hall of Famer Rikishi.
Yeah, I
do
saw that.
we think that's gonna
How
help?
does that even match up? Like, how does that even match up, bro? How did he even go? I
Do
don't
we
know.
think that's gonna help his case at all?
No,
No, bro. I don't know how those two became a match. Is what I want to know. Because they're like totally different
Well-
sides. Like, how is he gonna? I don't know.
Well, Rikishi's black. Bow Wow's black.
Is Rikishi black?
I feel like he's Samoan. I guess is that black?
No.
Basically,
I mean, he's
black.
brown.
Black is race. So
He's brown.
Exactly.
True,
Well, we're
I
all
guess
brown.
He's not
yeah.
white.
We're all brown.
No, we're not all brown.
I mean, well, there's no black people.
Oh
Nobody's
yeah,
black.
okay.
Oh, there is black people.
No, there's purple. There's purple. Nobody's
Purple too.
Nobody's charcoal black.
I bet you. I don't.
It's like brown, dark
Nah,
brown,
there's
purple,
black. Bro, trust me, bro. There's,
black, like your backpack.
there's every shade like your hat, bro.
I've
If
never
somebody,
seen
if a black person,
a black person.
See, I didn't know we were talking about black
Nah.
people. That's why I said we're not all brown. I was like,
Well,
and then I
like-
realized we're
Alright,
talking
but
Like,
about
there's
anyway,
no jet
there's-
black.
I feel
There's
like
the shades
we're
of
talking
brown.
about all shades right now, and I feel
I
like
get what you're
there
saying,
is
though. They're not-
there
yeah.
is somebody that he's saying there's nobody that falls on black. It just goes to brown
Well,
to purple.
You just once you start getting that brown and that like black, you just turn purple.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to tell you. So basically, I think we can, to leave it on Bow Wow, we're not excited for his album. We're not excited for his wrestling career.
I wouldn't.
I'm not, because I don't even watch wrestling. No more.
I'm excited for him to get a movie career because I think that's a good path to go down.
I'm excited for him to get a check.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm never gonna.
I'm not gonna watch him in any movie.
Oh, yeah,
I may listen to his album. We'll see. I don't know. I'll see what you
I'm
play.
gonna
If
listen.
you give some recommendations. If I hear it playing a few times, I might give it a listen.
Do I have it on preload, like pre-download? No. But yeah.
I think that brings up a good segment we can get into too. Music. Any good music that popped up this past weekend that we want to get into?
Man, I got teased, bro. There was a list of music that was supposed to come out, and I realized there was only one album, and the rest were singles.
Those
I
are
saw like a
singles,
Young Thug.
I think he posted that.
I was pissed.
I was like, I wonder if he realizes.
I was like, why am I excited for this shit?
Yeah, bro.
These motherfuckers are teasing us. What are they waiting for? I get it. You can't do concerts.
That's
and
how
my
they make their
favorite
bread,
artists
though.
are concert
That's how they make
performers.
their money.
Because honestly, low key, I fell in love with a lot of artists after I went to their concerts. Does that happen with you guys?
No, there's a few people. There's honestly,
like you listen to them, you're like, oh, they're cool, but
Or
you
you
go to
hear
a
a
concert
song
and you're like,
eh, it's cool, and then they
Like-
perform that song, you're like, okay,
like Ty
I
Dolla
get it.
Sign was one of them.
I get it.
it's not. See, this is random. Well, it's not random, but a person that like we randomly came across, Smino. Like I'd never heard his music before. It was like fresh. It was just all live. It was like the purest form of trying to get to know their music.
Just
Yeah.
for an artist to
I
get
wish I
to
could
build their
be-
fan base.
Ex-
That's
yeah,
the
it was like-
purest form. Of
exactly.
building
You
their
know
fan
who I
base.
It was like
introduced?
totally new.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Go ahead.
It was with
Mick Jenkins.
well, I was gonna say Mick Mill because we're talking about Mick Miller. No, yeah, Mick Jenkins. It was with Mick Jenkins. We were going for Mick Jenkins, and he was just one of the openers, and he like killed it to where like this was before he even released the album. He just had like small EPs, yeah, and it was
I
dope.
think he just dropped that sick E EP.
Yeah, but most people that I've gone to see at a concert, like I've listened to their music before I've seen them.
Can I just say I miss concerts so much.
So much.
I just miss that.
Like we were the
Or-
concert festival.
I've been to so
Gurus,
many
bro.
concerts,
Hella.
bro.
Like,
I've
we
seen
was-
You
so
definitely
many.
been to a lot. I've been to
This
majority.
is my
of
favorite
them.
pastime.
Who's the person
Bro.
you've seen the most?
J. Cole, Smino. I think they're both. I've seen Smino.
I don't know. I think
3 times.
Big Crit's up there for me too. I've seen Big Crit a lot. I feel like
I think I've seen Crit either 2 or 3 times.
I feel like it's been 3 times for me because I feel like maybe even 4 because I feel like I've seen him a few times down here in
I
Denver.
don't know if I've seen anybody 4 times.
Maybe 3 times then. It's probably 3 times.
But I
know
didn't
for sure
go
I
to
saw
that
him.
Fort Collins one.
See,
that
I
you guys
did go
went
to the Fort Collins one, so it could be 3-4 for me. That one was like crazy small. Like there was barely anyone, and that's also a good one too because I was just kind of getting on his music around that time, and
The small concerts are way better.
because
They're
that was like
more
around
intimate.
Underground, right?
Yeah,
When he put that out.
yeah. Like his first album.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember it was like cold as shit.
No, I went to it was hella small. Wasn't too many people there, but it was a cool vibe. He had like a band too. That's the other thing that I like about him is like he just has good music. That's one thing about live music. If you have a band and you have live music and just that vibe together, like that's a dope feeling. I personally like smaller venues.
You know who's good with that?
Who?
It's crazy to say smaller venues, but Chance the Rapper, when I seen him at Red Rocks, which is a huge outside in the mountains.
Weren't we
venue.
there with you? Were we there? Yeah, we were there. Yeah.
I'm just yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
But that shit was
No, I was
tight.
definitely there. It was right before we went to Miami the next time, right?
Yeah.
Or to the first Miami Rolling Loud that we went to, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, we was
I remember I drove.
Tyler the Creator was dope there. This who fell on stage.
Damn,
I
wish
still
I
don't
would've
know
saw
if that was
him. I
real or
didn't
not.
get that.
That was like the last dopest concert. I went to Griselda. I just had I went to Griselda last March. That was the last concert I went to. But I also
You went literally right before, huh?
literally, and I just got a reminder. You know how they do the memories on
Yeah.
Snapchat. 1 year ago, Valentine's Day, Young Dolph and Key Glock were here.
Dang, after they just dropped that album, what was
Yeah.
yeah, that album was good. What was the name of that? Yeah.
That's what I'm
You said a year ago? 2 years ago.
1 year.
Yeah, like a year ago.
Exactly 1 year ago.
Damn.
Someone with the yellow background.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, that's
Dumb
crazy.
and Dumber. That's what it is.
That
yeah.
shit was lit. I'm like, man, I miss concerts so much.
Bro, Earth Gang. I listened to Earth Gang, but once we went to that concert,
Gives
bro.
until more. They have a new Breakfast Club interview too. I need to watch.
Yeah, I've watched a
Gang?
little bit of that.
Bro,
That shit look
I'm gonna
good.
get back on the interviews, bro.
When concerts are a thing again, do we think we're gonna be in there, mask off or mask on?
I'm
gonna have a mask on. Yeah, I'm gonna have a mask on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
But
the
I'm gonna be in
breathable one though, so I can just keep it on.
Nah, see, you wanna know what sucks about-
just be suffocating.
You guys don't even know the struggle. Try wearing glasses.
I do because I
Oh.
go to the shooting range for 1 hour and my shit is fogged.
Nah,
And
when
I'm
I-
like, I told Trav,
Your
like, I
life.
don't know how you guys do this shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I literally said that to him, like, I don't know how y'all do this
Damn.
for y'all's whole life because this shit is
I
terrible.
think I've just gotten used to it. Like I've
Nah,
told
you
you
definitely
a
get
billion
used to it.
times.
I feel
Like also like I just think it's a part of me now. Like I like having different
I like
frames.
those new glasses though. Those are
Man, I miss my old ones though. Those were my favorite.
They're
I'm
not the
sad.
breakaway John.
Oh, bro, I've never seen that happen to a pair
Bro,
of
that's
glasses.
just it.
It just had to land perfectly because I've dropped those glasses before because they're kind of loose on me and yeah, but
Bro,
it's
I
like-
picked them up. I was like, oh shit, are these supposed to do this?
Let me tell you,
Bro,
bro.
the way
like,
they broke was just so delicately. It was
Bro,
just
I
like,
I felt naked. Like it's for real when I can't see because I'm so used to being able to see with glasses on. I legit feel naked, bro. It feels kind of weird.
Huh.
Not naked. That's a different feeling. It feels different. Like
nah, I know
something's
what you
off.
mean. Like you like,
Yeah.
like, hold on, I'm missing something. I shouldn't go out the house.
Exactly. Like I probably could have drove and been fine, but it's still like, would I feel comfortable? I don't know.
I mean, that picture was dope.
Bro, you know what's crazy is like I could not see your guys' facial expressions.
I know it was funny. You
Like-
taking the pictures. I'm like, oh shit, these about to be hella out of focus.
No, I was focused on you because I could see that part. I just couldn't see, like if
But
you're
when
making.
when somebody was taking a picture of you,
I could just see like the silhouette of you
oh for real?
when I'm looking in the camera. Yeah, so like I could see the composition, the frame of the picture.
that
But
shit
in
came
regards
out
to
hard.
details on your face, it was all on you guys.
Nah, they came out dope.
Does that end it for our music segment? Any other music you want to highlight?
Just to go back, like my favorite art. The reason why I brought up my favorite artist I found through concerts is because.
Who is it? Sorry, I didn't know who.
You never said.
No, I'm just saying that's how I like.
Oh.
I was asking like how many artists y'all found because that's how I found a couple artists. But then like what I was gonna say was my favorite artists are like they like to drop their albums because they're gonna do a tour. And one
That's
of the
most artists.
that I wanted to bring up was Kendrick Lamar. And I just, bro, when we went to Miami.
Bro, that energy was the craziest thing I've ever felt in my life. A whole group, thousands and thousands of people just fucking literally were fucking jumping at the same time as soon as he came out, bro. That shit was, he was dope.
And
Bro,
we were
that
waiting for a
album,
while,
bro.
so I think like once he came out,
Yeah.
we were fucking. And
that
it was
vibe,
a
I'm not-
festival, so like we
Exactly.
were like standing all day.
And we weren't even close though, and not just
we were
people
like
reacting.
medium. Yeah, we were like medium.
Bro, we was by the trees. Motherfuckers was in the trees.
I had a
Bro,
nice
everybody was singing every word, bro. It was the craziest feeling ever, bro.
That was
like,
one of the funnest times.
I was like, oh,
for
this
sure.
fool is an icon, bro.
He
What
is,
the
bro.
fuck?
That shit made us book real.
But that's why he hasn't
loud.
dropped nothing.
He
When
doesn't
was the
have to.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like he doesn't have to. Yeah, and that's crazy that you say that because his albums are still on the billboards, bro. Like
If Kendrick
his last-
stops right now,
bro, his first album is
a
still
legend.
on the billboards.
For sure.
If Kendrick stops right now, he's probably like Tupac.
His
'Cause
first,
that's
what
kind
was
of how
his?
they were immortalized. Like
Yeah.
they died early, so like you don't really see their.
It's crazy you brought
future.
that up because,
So it's like okay, they got two crazy albums. He has one of the greatest of all time.
and it's like people are like, well, what are you waiting for? You might die tomorrow. Like, put some music out. And it's crazy because he's like, Tupac is one of the people he looks up to, and it's like he could really look like, damn, I did a lot. Like,
He did.
look how Tupac's life, his legacy
Kendrick
still going.
is already a top 10
like,
artist of all
so
time.
he doesn't have that pressure. So it's like he doesn't have that pressure to drop.
Which is crazy to say, but Kendrick is already a top 10 rap artist of all
Bro,
time.
his first album that he dropped is still on the billboards till this day.
No,
crazy.
I believe that. He's cold, bro.
That's tough to do, bro.
He's cold.
A lot of people had it on their top 10 of the generation, like
What album?
2010 to 2020.
What, Good Kid?
Yeah,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
they had it on the top 10 of the past decade.
It's up there with, like, if you're a Lil Wayne fan, it's up there with the like Carters, the Carter 1-2s. And
What's
the third.
crazy is
I like
that's
the
not even
concept.
my favorite Kendrick
What is
album
it?
or project.
Mine
What's
is
your favorite?
mine personally is How to Pimp a Butterfly.
I like Damn more than Good Kid, Mad City. I like Damn.
I like
How to
Damn
Pimp a
more than
Butterfly.
Good Kid.
I mean,
Mad
And I
Best
like
project.
Section 80.
That's
more
what I was
than-
gonna say is probably mine, because that's the one that
Which one?
Section 80. That's the one that really
That's a mixtape, right?
yeah project.
Project.
Though. Yeah, you said project
Okay.
albums. But if I would pick a project, that Section 80 was the project that really put me onto him and made me like him. And I think every album every song start to finish, even though he has a lot of albums like that, but I think that one for me just is more memorable, more nostalgic for me.
Yeah, but let's be real. Every album from start to finish.
Yeah,
Kendrick.
for sure.
'Cause I like Damn. Oh, I said that, but Damn from start. There's no.
It's
skips on
great.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Even To Pimp a Butterfly, it's a great album.
Kendrick is a top 10 rap artist of all time already. Shit's crazy.
What's his very first mixtape again? I can't not remember. With Michael Jordan on it? Overly Dedicated.
Yeah, I don't think that's his very first.
Well, it was before Section 80 though, right?
Yeah, but that came out
Yeah.
before. Because he has
His
Kendrick
very
Lamar
first was like
EP.
something with like I remember seeing something about a Lil Wayne mixtape. Very
Exactly.
first, I can't remember, but I know he was a big fan
He
of
was
Wayne.
out for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't like his beginning stuff. I tried to go listen to it.
Kendrick Lamar-
It took me a while to get on Kendrick Lamar. That's
You
funny.
didn't like K Dot. K Dot was more Lil
That's
Wayne.
who it was. It was K Dot that he was doing
Yeah,
Lil
but
Wayne
then
mixtapes.
once he went to Kendrick Lamar EP, that was when he first changed his name to Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
And
okay.
you were like that. That's when he got into his like introspective because he thought it was Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
and then he
he
found
was-
his
exactly,
voice.
yeah.
Cause I feel like it was weird. He was forcing. I don't know, bro. It wasn't.
You gotta
flowing
find
right.
your voice, man.
Nah,
That's
you
with
could tell.
everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. He kept going with it.
But now he's better than Lil Wayne. That's crazy.
He is better than Lil Wayne right
Woo! You took me off topic on that. What was we talking about? I think we need another shot. Is what you said?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, we need another
try-
shot because you tripping, bro.
Let's try and wrap this thing up. Any last topics before we get out of here? What do you guys want to talk about? before we get out?
We gotta talk about money real quick. And damn, bro, I swear we was gonna talk about something. Anyways, we'll leave it till next time. But anyways, yeah, y'all want to talk? Y'all got anything on y'all mind about money, stock market, anything real quick
Bitcoin.
before I start?
Bitcoin.
What's your takeaways for Bitcoin since last week?
No takeaways since last week, but takeaways on Bitcoin.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's your updates from Bitcoin? What's your thoughts on Bitcoin from last week?
No takeaways from last week.
No.
But my take on Bitcoin, as always, is Bitcoin is digital gold. It's better than it's digital fucking diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit is crazy. Bitcoin is.
So somebody presented you with some
Amazing.
Bitcoin and some gold. You're taking Bitcoin, no question.
No question.
No question. What about you?
I'm not even thinking twice.
For sure. I think it's
Bitcoin?
the future. I think you're starting to see companies starting to want to invest in it. I see it moving to the future. You're seeing it as baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's going to happen one day. And I do think it's not just going to be just Bitcoin. I think it's going to be multiple cryptocurrencies at one point. I think Bitcoin's going to be the standard, the diamond. But I think at some point it's all going to
But
go to
niggas
this
was trading
cryptocurrency.
straw, and niggas was trading wood, and niggas was trading.
Exactly,
fruits
they had
and
different
berries,
things, different resources, oil,
Exactly.
shit. Like,
yeah, it's just all
so-
different resources.
I think it's gonna go to that. I think it's gonna go to like a digital world for currency for sure.
I mean, it's crazy you said that because I was thinking that too. But it's going to take some time.
No, yeah, this may not
I
even
would-
be our lifetime where it fully transitions. It
Nah,
might
for
be
sure.
generations down lifetime.
Yeah. With that being said, I would buy gold and Bitcoin and just see where we go. I'm not going to. I
What are you
definitely
gonna do with the
like
gold?
I definitely like Bitcoin. I'm going to do the same thing. Hold it just like I'm doing.